Welcome to this quick PM flow to sweat it out. Maybe you had a day where you're just very stagnant and you feel stiff in your body, and at the end of the day when you come onto your mat, all you want to do is move and sweat it out. And that is just what we'll do in this practice. No props are needed, but if you like to have some nearby, go ahead and grab them and we'll get right into it. All right, we're going to start our warm-up in child's pose. So go ahead towards the back of your mat, set up in your favorite version of child's pose, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. One more nice full breath here in your child's pose. And gently lift the head. Bring yourself forward into plank. We're going to stay here for a few breaths to get the body warmed up, get the core working. Nice long neck, shoulder blades pulling together behind you. Let out your next breath. Roll into your side plank, keeping the spine as one piece. Stay for a breath. Bring it back to regular plank. Avoid any twisting through the waistline. And then switch to the other side. Staying for a full breath. Come back to your regular plank. Take an inhale here. And exhale, press it back to your downward facing dog. It's okay to walk the feet forward a little bit if you need to or want to. And your choice here, you can either stay in stillness or gently pedal through the feet. If you want a little extra movement there through the legs, the joints, the hips. Good, if you're pedaling through the feet, make sure you get both sides equally, then come back to your still downward facing dog. On your inhale, the right leg will float up and back, three-legged dog. Stay for a full breath. Then bend that top knee, open the hips, a twisted three-legged dog. Again, we'll stay for a full breath. And gently let that top leg fall behind you for wild thing, lifting the hips and the heart towards your ceiling or the sky and reaching that top arm well past the nose. From here, flip it back, find your three-legged dog. And step it down, downward facing dog. Let's take a Vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Stay here for a breath. Bend that top knee, rotate the hips, twisted three-legged dog. And gently fall back into your wild thing, lifting the heart and the hips, reaching that top arm, extending the heart. And flip it back, find your three-legged dog. Moving into your plank and Vinyasa. On your inhale, the right leg will float up and back. Find your three-legged dog, keeping the hips square. On your exhale, lift the eyes, shift forward, side comes to the chest. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, let's bring the knee now to the right armpit or right elbow. Inhaling up and back. Exhale, bring the knee across the body. Now from here, let's move into falling star. So roll into your side plank, keeping the right leg floating, and then extend it out in front. Top arm reaches upward. Find your way back to three-legged dog. Inhale here, then exhale, step it through. Finding your high lunge first, coming to fingertips, lifting the head and the chest. Press through those legs, sweep on up to crescent pose. Settle into crescent pose, staying for another breath. And then open it up to warrior two. Don't worry about moving the front foot. If you need to adjust the back foot. We're going to stay for a breath. From here, cartwheel the arms down to the mat. Find your way back to plank and Vinyasa. Good. Taking the second side, inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring the thigh to the chest, shifting forward to plank. Inhaling up and back, three-legged dog. On your exhale, bring that left knee to the left elbow or armpit. Inhale up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee across the body to the opposite elbow. Stay here, flip into your side plank, keeping the left leg floating, right arm reaches to the ceiling, and extend the front leg. Good. Flip it back, three-legged dog. Take a nice inhale here. As you exhale, thigh comes to the chest, step it through. Finding high lunge, coming up to the fingertips, lifting the head and the heart. And press through those legs. Inhale, sweep all the way up to crescent pose. Exhale, settle in. Stay for another breath. As you exhale, open up, find warrior two. Staying for another breath. Cartwheel the arms down. Find your way to plank and Vinyasa. Coming to down dog or child's pose. We'll stay here for about 2 more breaths, and then we'll build on that flow that we just did. One more full breath. On your next inhale, right leg floats up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring the thigh to the chest, shift forward. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Come into your side plank, falling star, extending the front leg. Flip it back, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. Find your high lunge first, lifting the head and the heart. Press through, come into crescent pose. From here, right into warrior two, settling down. Now we move through a nice soft flow. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling up through, neutral, straighten the leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, coming up, flip the palm, bend the front knee. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale through neutral, straighten the leg. Exhale, triangle pose. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. Eyes can go where you'd like them to go. If you feel like you need more grounding, then look down at the mat. From here, extended side angle, bending the right knee, moving the right hand in front of the foot, sweeping the top arm over the ear if it's available to you. This gives you a little bit more lengthening through the waist. Let the eyes come down to the mat, top arm to the waist. We're going to move into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon balance. So keep your eyes on where you want to go. Start to tap your weight forward, fingertips under the shoulder, back leg lifts up. Be mindful here, you can use this top hand to gauge where the leg is. You don't want it too high, nor do you want it too low. There should be no crease in the hip here. Top arm can lift if and when you're ready. One more breath. On your next exhale, fingertips down to the mat, square off those hips. Find your standing split, keep your head up. On your inhale, bend both legs, so you're taking a double plie here. Top heel comes to the sit bone. Then exhale, straighten the legs and fold forward. Inhale, plie, lift the head. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. One more time. From here, keep the ribs down, but inhale, lift the head. Exhale, soften the front knee, reach down, find your high lunge. Hands come flat, lift the heel to the sit bone, step it back or extend it back, and take your vinyasa. You could do this as a 3-legged vinyasa if you like. Good. Stay in your down dog for another breath or 2 so we can prepare for the second side. Inhale the left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, thigh to the chest, shift it forward, hover in your plank. Inhale, up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow, armpit. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Flip into your side plank, falling star, extending the leg and the arm. Bring it back, three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step it through. Come up onto fingertips, find your high lunge first. Press through those legs, inhale, crescent pose. And then exhale, find that warrior two, moving the back leg if you need to for an adjustment. Good. Moving through our flow, inhale, flip the left palm, exhale, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. Inhale through neutral, straighten the leg, exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, coming up through vertical, bend the leg, flip the palm, exhale, reach it up and back. Inhale through neutral, exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana, stay for a couple breaths. Letting the eyes look where you're most comfortable. And on your next breath, finding extended side angle, bending the left knee, left hand can come in front of the foot, sweeping the top arm. Breathing here. Let that top arm now come so the hand is on the waist, keeping the shoulders and the chest open, moving to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Let your eyes look where you want your hand to land. Ooh, I'm a poet and I just didn't know it. You're gonna take that left hand, bring it in front of the toes, tap the back foot, and find your Ardha Chandrasana. Once you've found the balance, check out the top hip. Make sure it's nice and long, no big creases there. And the top arm can extend if and when you want it to. From here, take the fingertips down to the mat, square off the hips. Find your standing split, keeping the torso long, the spine long, head lifted. And we'll take our pliés from here. On your inhale, bend both legs, top heel to the sit bone. And then exhale, straighten the legs and fold forward. Inhale, bending, plie, lift the head. Exhale, extend, drop it forward. One more time. Keep the legs and the ribs where they are. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, soften the front knee. Gently come down to your high lunge. Palms flat. Heel to the sit bone. Extend the leg back or bring it to the mat and take your vinyasa. Good. Staying here in your down dog for a few more breaths. Hopefully you're feeling that internal heat. Getting some of that stagnation out of the body. If you need to move the head and the neck around a little bit, go ahead and give it a shake. From here, once you're done noodling the head around, let's lift so that you're looking forward. Step the feet to the top or towards your hands and find Balasana, letting those hips sink down. Elbows come to the inner thighs, palms of the hands together. Lifting the spine and enjoying the stretch through the hips and the low back. One more big breath. Release the hands. We're going to come to the sit bones, so gently sit. And we'll come into Navasana, pulling those inner thighs together, letting the legs float up. Now you can stay here and enjoy Navasana for these couple breaths, or you can bump it up a notch and do some teaser, which is from Pilates. Inhaling, lowering the chest and extending the legs, and then exhale, bringing it up. Let's go one more. Now I challenge you a little bit more and just let yourself float here. This will work the core in ways that if you've not done this before, you don't know until you do it. So you can let yourself rock on your hips from one sit bone to the other. You can vary the angle of the arms and the legs. So you're doing a little dance on your sit bones. Good, one more moment here. Then bring it upright, find stillness. If you want a little more extra, extend those legs up. And then release them and let them extend out in front. And we'll take Paschimottanasana from here. So sitting up nice and tall through the spine, heels down, toes up. As you exhale, scoop the belly and fold it forward. Allow the hands to rest wherever they can reach. And do what you need to for your lower back so it stays healthy. One more full breath. On your next inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release. Let's open the legs up now to the width of the mat. Readjust the sit bones if you need to, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, scoop the belly and fold it forward, holding on to the legs or the feet wherever you can reach. And simply breathing here. On your next inhale, lift the head, coming all the way up to vertical. Exhale where you need to. Let's open the legs up now so they're just a little bit wider than your mat. Again, sitting up nice and tall, and then exhaling and folding forward. Hold on to wherever it makes sense for you. If it makes more sense to bring your hands in between the legs for support, then do that. One more breath. On your inhale, lifting up the vertical. Exhale where you need. And now we'll take the legs to your widest, whatever that might mean. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine, and then exhaling, folding forward. You can bring the hands in front of you for support. If you want less support, you want gravity to do more of the work, bring your hands to your legs and allow yourself to melt forward. Whatever makes the most sense for you and your body right now. One more full breath. On your next inhale, start to bring yourself up through vertical. Exhale where you need. Use your hands on those legs and bring them in front of you, giving them a good shake. Let's take cow face legs. So the right leg will stack on top of the left. You can always prop here. You can bring a block underneath the top knee. Underneath, you can sit on something so the hips lift up wherever you need to be for cow face. And flex the ankles. Sit up nice and tall to start. Let the hips and the body settle in. For full cow face, take the opposite arm as top leg. So I have my right leg, my left arm is gonna come up. I'm gonna bend and bring the right arm underneath and try to hook the fingers. If the fingers don't reach, then use your shirt and walk the fingertips close together. Or if you happen to have a prop nearby, a towel, another shirt, piece of clothing, you can hold on to it in the top hand and grab with the bottom. If this still feels good for you and you want more intensity, take a nice inhale to lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, start to hinge forward. We're looking for a straight spine here, so you don't want to curl, but instead keep it straight. This targets the hip a little bit more. But on your inhale, come all the way up. Exhale gently and slowly release those arms, especially if that was intense. And you can give the arms a little bit of massage here, just to let that go, give them a little shake. Let's untangle those legs and gently windshield wiper from side to side. And we take cow face on the other side. So the right leg comes underneath, left comes on top, stacking those knees. Flex the ankles once you're set. If you need your props, prop it up and sit up nice and tall. Let the body settle into the pose on this side. Arms are optional. If you'd like to come into it, the right arm will lift up, left comes underneath and behind, and see if you can get the fingertips to touch. If you can touch them, see if they can hook. Make sure the head is lifted and the top arm is squeezing the ear. Good. If this is still okay and you want more intensity, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Getting more intensity on that outer left hip, or honestly, wherever you might feel it. Because you might not feel it the same place as me, and that's okay. Everybody's body is a little bit different. As you inhale, come all the way up through vertical. Exhale, release those arms nice and slow. If you need to give them a little massage, go ahead. Roll the shoulders a bit. Release the legs. And gently windshield wiper from side to side. Nice. Okay, so bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Make sure that you are forward enough on your mat so that when you lay down, your head will still be on the mat. So just push it just a little bit forward, right? We're gonna stay here for a few breaths with a nice open chest. So bring your fingertips behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then inhale, lift through the heart. Let the inner thighs relax and release. This might not be intense for you, and that's okay. It's more about lengthening through the chest, and the side effect is a nice hip opening. Good. On your inhale, come through neutral. Bring your hands to your ankles or the arches of the feet, and then exhale, fold it forward. You can open the elbows here and bring them to your inner thighs, and gently fold forward. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, bring yourself up through vertical. Exhale where you need. Keep your legs as is. You might have to shift your hips a little bit and then gently roll down through the spine. Let's find reclined bound angle pose. Once you're down here, make any adjustments you need, especially if your hair is in the way. We want the neck to be in its natural curvature. That way it stays nice and healthy and the energy can flow through the body as it should. Once you're there, let everything melt and relax. If the spine wants to arch, the lower spine, let it arch. If the arms want to be at a wider angle, just make sure that they're not higher than your shoulders. All good. Let your eyes close and just breathe here. Take one more nice big breath. And use your hands on your legs and move the legs to a parallel position so that the feet are flat onto the mat. And let your arms come out to your side to a T. We're going to take a nice spinal twist here. So you can pull the legs up towards the chest first, and then as you exhale, let the knees gently lower to the left side of the body. Now when you're here, you want to make sure that the thigh bones stay in line with the hips, but no lower. If you want more intensity, you can always bring them closer to your chest if you'd like. If you have props and you want a prop, you can bring them between the thighs. You can bring it underneath if this is too intense. Wherever you need to take your spinal twist. We'll stay here for a good couple breaths. Don't worry about what this shape looks like. Just allow yourself to release and let go and melt into the mat. Let the toes, the feet, and the ankles relax. Let the knees, the inner thighs, and the outer hips, let them all go. Let the spine melt into the twist however it wants to. And let the arms, the shoulders, the wrists, the fingers, let that all relax as well. Pay attention to your breath, to your heartbeats, and enjoy the moment. Take one more nice big breath here. And gently bring the legs back through neutral. We're going to move into the spinal twist on the other side. So allowing the knees to now fall over to the right side. And you can bring the knees to whatever angle you need. Just make sure that they are in line with the hips or higher. This ensures that the low back stays happy and healthy. And let's go through the same body scan here, making sure that the toes, the feet, the ankles are relaxed. Let the knees be supported by whatever they're touching. The inner thighs and the outer thighs are relaxed. Allow the spine to melt into the twist how it wants to. Let go of the shoulders, the arms, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. And let the head and the neck be relaxed in whatever position feels the best for you. Allow the face and the jaw to relax as well. And enjoy the moment. Very gently and mindfully bring yourself back to neutral. Feet flat onto the mat, and we'll make our way into our Shavasana, allowing the legs to extend long underneath you, about the width of the mat apart, and let them fall to their natural rotation. If it's cold where you are, feel free to grab a blanket and place it over you so you stay warm. Arms out to your side at a comfortable angle with the palms up. And the idea behind this is that there's a nice energy exchange between you and the world around you, both giving and receiving. If it's a little bit too bright in the space you're in, bring something over your eyes to let it be a little bit darker. And take rest. Gradually start to deepen your breath. Find energy in the fingers, toes, hands, feet, wrists, and ankles, starting to wake up the arms and the legs. And let the arms extend up overhead. Bring the legs together long underneath you for a nice big full body stretch. And gently hug the knees in towards your belly and give a little rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side into fetal position using the bottom arm as a pillow for your head. Eyes remain closed. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. And either bring the hands together in prayer in front of the heart, or one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Just to check in to see how you feel after that practice. Hopefully feeling a little less stagnant, maybe a little lighter, maybe a little sweatier. And take a few moments now for some gratitude, something you're thankful for in this moment, and a few reasons why. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.